Suspicious vessel has been detained by the Coast Guard 12 kilometers off the coast of Mumbai. It was stopped by the Coast Guard base after intelligence agencies intercepted phone conversations that referred to concerns about patrol helicopters and the importance of delivering a consignment to India. When Coast Guard officials boarded the ship, the crew threw its satellite phone overboard. The crew has been handed over to the Mumbai police, and the Home Ministry has also been notified about this incident. Pankaj Upadhyay, correspondent, joins us live. Pankaj, tell us more about this vessel in question. Where was it headed from towards India?
Vedika, what the local police right now is saying that they are completely ruling out the possibility of any terror angle to this. But the investigation into the matter is still on. There are 5 sailors of Indian origin who are being interrogated by the police. But what drew the suspicion was the fact when the Donia passed over, these 5 people got panicky and they threw the satellite phones. Now the Coast Guard sources are telling us that they were in touch with one Mr. Osman in Dubai. Now who is this Mr. Osman and why were these 5 people talking through the satellite phones? The reason being satellite phone usage is illegal. Now, these are the very areas that are being investigated by the local arm of the Mumbai police. But this joint operation was carried out by the Navy, Coast Guard and the Mumbai police. And after 4 to 5 hours of struggle, in the early morning hours, the ship was apprehended. Now, along with the satellite phones and few mobile accessories, a large amount of, that is a herd of goats, have also been found. Now, the sources in the Mumbai police are also telling us that perhaps a large amount of drug consignments was being ferried from Dubai to Mumbai. There is no clarity on this issue right now. Mumbai police has not come out with any official statement, but they are saying that there is no terror angle to it right now. Perhaps it does look like that a large consignment of drugs was being ferried from Dubai to Mumbai. Vedika.
Right, any more information coming in at this point in time, Pankaj, about the consignment in question that they were talking about, which was intercepted by the Coast Guards?
What we do know through our sources is that there were a couple of satellite phones. A few of them were dropped by these very people when they realized that the Coast Guard had apprehended them, when they realized that the Navy and Coast Guard had realized and intercepted their calls through the satellite phone. This is the very question as to why these people got panicky. One, obviously, the usage of the satellite phones is illegal. Secondly, as I maintain, who is this Mr. Osman? These 5 people have not really come out clean on. But with the consignment that they have found, obviously the Mumbai police right now has not given much details. But the details that we are getting is through our sources in the Mumbai police. And therefore we are maintaining through our sources that it is being said perhaps a large consignment of drugs was being ferried from Dubai to Mumbai. Who is this Mr. Osman? Once the investigation is over, we'll get a clearer picture into this. Why were the satellite phones being used at the first place? This is also a big question. But yes, one more thing. These people are of Indian origin and they were coming from Dubai to Mumbai. So a lot of clarity needs to come out. Perhaps by the evening time, we'll have a lot more clearer picture. Vedika.
Any word from the state government yet, Pankaj? What are your sources telling you? Because it's also really worrying that it was only once it came to the Mumbai coast that this vessel was intercepted.
True, Vedika. Now, the police maintains they are still undergoing with the investigation. Once the investigation is over, perhaps they'll be in a better position to come out with any sort of statement as such. The state government has not come out with any statement. Obviously, they would also rely on the kind of investigation is done and the fact finding that comes out after these 5 people are grilled. Obviously, as I maintain, there are 2 important questions right now. First, who is this character, Mr. Usman, in Dubai? And secondly, why were they using these satellite phones? So the investigation is still on. The Mumbai police, the Coast Guard people, the Navy officials are all in the port zone. These 5 people are being grilled. The bigger question remains, since they were coming to Mumbai, who was this consignment being ferried for? Was that person in Mumbai? Is Mr. Osman the man who is giving out these assignments? So a lot of clarity has to come out. As I maintain, perhaps by the evening time, if we could get more information from the Mumbai police, when it is expected they would come out with some sort of a statement.
Right, Pankaj, do stay with me. We also have former IPS officer YP Singh on the phone line with us. Mr. Singh, thank you for joining us at this point in time on Headlines today. We have some breaking news coming in of a vessel MSV Yusufi, which has been spotted, and the crew members have also been arrested. They're being interrogated as we speak. speak. Now, sir, this really, the first question, obvious question that one would put to you is that before drawing parallels really with 2611, are there lessons that have really been learnt? Because this vessel was only recovered or spotted rather when it came closer to the Mumbai coast all the way from Dubai.
I think this is really shocking because we have such an, at least on paper, we have such an elaborate mechanism of security and several layered security being performed by Navy, Coast Guard, Customs, Coastal Police. So despite all these people set in place and despite all the alerts, if a ship strays away and nobody knows about it till it actually gets stuck, I think this is a serious lapse, and it only shows that terrorists are not coming. If the terrorists decide to come, they can get into any time.
Absolutely, Mr. Singh. Also, the point is that they were carrying banned satellite phones with them. That's another worry. And it's only when they saw the crew, which was coming closer to their vessel, that they actually threw it into the waters.
Certainly, because there has to be a very integrated mechanism of an intelligence agency monitoring such types of activities. And if they have thrown the satellite phone in the sea, it certainly denotes that there must be something fishy about the entire operation, or else they wouldn't have destroyed the phone, thrown away the phone this way it has been done. So I think there is a big lack of integration between the activity of the intelligence and the ones who actually patrol the sea, the various agencies. And it once again reveals the fact there is a total incoherence among the various agencies, and this, when tinged with inefficiency and carelessness, it makes the entire situation very deplorable.
Mr. Singh, what's really worrying is that there is a possibility, like our correspondent Pankaj Upadhyay just pointed out, that this could be a drug consignment. What's even worse is that there was a cattle also. There are a lot of goats that were on that vessel. Perhaps a way to hide and conceal the consignment that was being carried by them.
Lots of these illegal activities, as we know, that drugs is the prime stay of most of the underworld at the moment. And that's why not much of violence is happening. They are being financed by drug trade. So it is very much possible that this ship could have been involved in picking up the drugs, and therefore it must have swerved away from its normal route in order to pick up some fishy consignment. And this is where intelligence has to keep its eyes and ears open. The patrolling agencies have to keep its eyes and ears open, and this is what exactly is not happening.